Welcome back, everybody. Another episode of 2G's Bourbon Talk. I'm George. My dad, George.
Hello, everybody.
Roy or Chad.
Roy or Chad. Special guest tonight.
Yeah.
Coming in from Colorado.
Yes, sir. Just got in yesterday.
Long friend of mine. Long life friend.
Yeah.
I mean, we've known each other for what?
I think we met in 7th grade. We had homeroom together.
We did have homeroom.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of us that have homeroom.
Yeah, man. Many moons ago.
Many moons ago. Then we, let's kind of bring back a little bit of Lager days, Lager House days.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
If anybody knows anything
Those
about
were good
that.
times.
Corey.
Yep. Then we transitioned into bigger and better.
Yeah.
Hence the Knob Creek.
Knob Creek, yeah. So tonight we're gonna do we're revealing the 18 year, but I figure we'll start with the flagship lineup.
Yeah, why not?
Go to a store pick, the 12 year, and then we'll do the 18 at the end. To see how it all matches up, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're all good, right?
Oh, they're
and everybody knows when Knob Creek came about and what is part of the small batch, like a collaboration series, basically, right? It started in 1992?
I believe so. I think that's whenever the first Knob Creek came out.
Yeah, and it joined
Jim Beam product.
Yeah,
Correct.
Jim Beam product. So, and it's Booker No is who come out with it. So he was in charge of the Knob Creek, come out at the same time as the Basil Hayden, the Baker 7, and then it joined the Bookers. Which it came out in 1987. That was Booker's first small batch.
Yeah, that's a lot of good bourbon.
That's a lot of good bourbon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
So yeah, that's it's part of their small batch collection.
Right.
So
yeah, I read a little bit with Knob Creek and kind of went down some rabbit holes.
There's a lot.
The Knob Creek farm and the creek with Abraham Lincoln's childhood
that's where they
property
got the
in
name.
Kentucky. So yeah, lots of good information to kind of read into. But I'm excited to try the 9-year, and I've heard a lot of good things with the store batches.
The store picks are good. They're 120, so they're a little bit hot. They're higher than the rest of them.
Okay, so the other ones are 100.
The rest of them are 100. Yeah, even the 12 year.
Nice. Stronger the better. For me.
And like when I don't know. I think we bought them at the same time, Dad.
Yeah.
We drank mine.
Okay.
And he's had his up there. Man, it's been 2 years, right?
So when did you get the 18?
I got the 18 this week.
Ooh.
Actually, I was scrolling on my computer.
Yeah.
Trying to see if the Elijah Craig barrel proof come out and any stores got it or anything. And down below, like when you're scrolling through everything, they show you there's this line that you can go this way.
Okay.
And it says things you might be interested in. And I'm going through it. And I'm like, wow.
That was on the PLCB
Yeah,
website.
yeah, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Find one of the spirits. And I'm like, wow, 18 year. So I call. They're like, no, we didn't get it. I'm like, well, it says you have 6, you know what I mean? They're like, no, we didn't get it. So I hung up with them. I called Lewisburg, and they're like, oh, yeah, we got it. I'm like, okay, well, I know they got it. So I just drove down. I got there. They still said they didn't have it. And finally, the lady came out of the bag and was like, oh, no, we got it. We're bringing that right now. I'm like,
Nice.
Perfect.
All right.
Yeah, so.
Okay. So you didn't, it was MSRP.
MSRP, yeah, 167.
Okay. It's a little bit different in Colorado. You can maybe find more things, but they're all privately owned liquor stores out there, so they can charge whatever they want.
They're like $199 out there, right?
Yep.
So it's not really that much different.
Yeah.
I mean, tax, you're in 180.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I think I've seen them in smaller stores all the way up, pushing like 300.
Wow.
For the 18.
That's probably. Well, I mean, I haven't tasted it yet, so I guess we'll figure that out when we get to it, right?
Right.
What do you got? You got anything?
I'm ready. I'm just ready to taste.
Ready to drink. Me
Corey,
too.
you ready to go?
Yeah.
All right.
My mouth's dry.
Let's give it a shot here.
Right.
This so we're gonna start with the 9, and then we're just gonna go. The next one we'll go to the kind of screws things up a little bit because it's a 120, like we said, but the store pick, and then we're gonna go to 12, and then we'll hit the 18. So you don't gotta drink it all. You can put it in your glass, and wash it out, and then we'll move on. But,
All right.
normal. Like,
Yeah.
Lots of
Has
caramel.
the-
The caramel.
Yeah.
Brown
Oh,
sugar.
yeah. Same with the.
This is one of my favorites, really. Knob Creek for every day. I get some nuts in this one too.
Yeah.
Like
It's got a little
roasted peanuts.
hug to it.
It does.
A little hug, yeah.
Nice.
Not a whole lot, no.
Man, that's
I mean, it.
vanilla.
Yeah.
A lot of
I can smell the caramel. It's a little thin, a little ish on the nose.
Yeah.
Maybe because I'm not picking up anything else really besides, for me anyways.
Well, you're a proof hound. You're used to the higher proof.
That could
right?
be. Yeah. You start getting into 100
And that happens, right?
some proof.
Yeah, 120s, 130s. It kind of ruins you. What do you think? What are you getting? You getting the same like vanillas and
a
caramel?
lot of vanilla, a lot of caramel.
Think you get any nutty flavors?
I didn't get any nuts with this.
See, I got some peanuts. You didn't get any nutty?
Vanilla.
Yeah, vanilla's pretty
Get
prominent
the caramel vanilla.
on the palate. Yeah, it comes through on the palate, the vanilla for sure.
Yeah. I'm not the palate kind of for me it's better than the nose. I like the palate. It's good. It's the caramel and vanilla. And I taste a nut, but I don't know if it's peanut though. It's almost more.
Yeah, people get all different stuff. Some say like even boiled peanuts. I don't know if you ever had boiled peanuts.
I did. Well, I lived in Florida for a while, so.
So some people say it's more of a boiled peanut, where I get more like when I get it, it's more of a roasted nut to me. Whether it's a peanut or a cashew or an almond.
No, I smell it now that you start talking about it. I can smell it on the nose. I'm getting the roasted.
And what is it? What is the Knob Creek 9 where you live? How much do they get you for it out there?
I don't know.
I think here right now, normally it's what, 37?
We bought that in State College, didn't we?
The Knob Creek 9?
The store pack. Is that the
We're
store
not
pack?
on the store pick that. We're on just the regular flagship.
Oh, okay.
This is the regular one. The next one will be the store pick. But that Knob Creek 9, I think they're 37, and right now they're on sale for 34
Okay.
in PA.
That's a great price.
Great price
I mean,
for it. Yeah.
I'd say it's a good introductory type bourbon for somebody trying to, get into it and see something that they like. It's smooth. It's very, very smooth.
Yeah.
Not super complex, but very smooth.
Absolutely smooth. Yeah. Which is in my
opinion.
That's a wide, a broad horizon, right? That smooth thing.
Yeah.
Smooth word.
But it doesn't drink hot at all.
I don't think it does. No, I think it drinks right around 100 proof. Yeah. Really. Which that's why I like their stuff, because you can use this for a mixer and not feel bad. You can make a good
for the price.
Yeah. You can make a good old fashioned. You can make a good Manhattan. You can make a good sour.
Yep. Oh yeah. I agree.
Yeah, that's good. So also, I had a guy one of my other friends picked up a couple of bottles of Sagamore Rye 9-year from Baltimore this week. I haven't tried it yet, but I try to get all their new stuff because I really like their. Yeah. Like we talked before, it's a rye, but it's just barely legal rye.
Yeah.
So it's 51% rye.
Okay.
So whether that's why I like it or not, I don't know.
My only experience was I saw the sherry extra aged one, and the first drink opened it up, and it was like a sherry bomb.
Took it over.
It just overpowered everything. And then a couple days later, I went back to it, and it smoothed out. Like it was just a hint of it there.
Yeah.
It was amazing how it smoothed out. It was.
The only thing that hurts them is all the stuff they're blending still, and all their older stuff is all MGP.
Right.
It was made for them at their mash bills, but it was still from them.
Yeah.
But a little different than other people. Some people just take what they got and use that.
Right.
Where these guys actually had them contract distilling for them.
I don't know, except for it tastes good.
It does taste good.
And that's what I like.
Yeah, old MGP is pretty phenomenal. Actually, there's a lot of good stuff out there.
And I like ryes, but I don't love the super powerful, like the high rye.
No.
Yeah.
It's too much for me. I'm more bourbon. Usually a barely legal rye. It's pretty good.
Since we're on the Jim Beam, did you see they just come out with the old granddad 16-year-old.
A 16-year-old granddad?
Old granddad, yeah.
I did not see that.
They just come out with it. You know how they have 14, what is it? 114? And it's that's like a 6-year, an 8-year.
Okay.
And then this one here is double.
Really?
It's supposed to be really good.
I will have to look for
anything Jim Beam, it's 16 years, you have to figure it's going to be pretty good, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course.
So.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm excited.
You guys want to move on to the?
Yeah. I was just getting ready. I'm excited to try the store pick. I've heard lots of good things about store picks, so
you done?
I'm ready.
You done with that?
Give me a second.
I'm going to take them away.
Okay.
Take them away and we'll get all new ones.
Here you go.
You guys already got your next one, right?
Yes.
And I got mine.
Cory, gonna be a double upper.
All right, so this is the Pennsylvania Fine Wine and Spirits store pick.
So is it because Pennsylvania is state run, so all the liquor stores are interconnected? So does each different store have its own store pick?
No.
Or is it just like basically a state pick?
I'll tell you what. To answer that question, the only thing I can tell you is I know that different stores, they just did a bunch of 4-row store picks, and different stores got the different mash bills in other stores. So
4 Roses.
Yeah. You know how they have 10
right.
different
4 Roses has a lot.
10 different mash bills.
Right.
I don't know if they got 10 different ones, but they had a bunch of different mash bills.
Okay.
For sure.
All right. Interesting.
So that's a good pour right there.
Trying to get me drunk.
Well, like I said, I can have you can put it back in your glass that you have there if you want to. You want a glass up there? Just to dump it back in?
Yeah.
You want one up there to dump it in?
No.
All right.
We'll finish.
So this one here, this one's basically a 10-year.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. So it's a little older than the 9, and then you get it at cast strength also.
Yeah.
So
it's got to be a little cut if it's at exactly 120, right? Maybe not much.
Not much, but I mean, it's got to go in the barrel. 125 is as high as it can go in.
Okay.
So maybe a little bit. Yeah. It's not a single barrel neither.
Yeah.
Yes, it is a single barrel. So it's not a. This one isn't even part of the small batch. This is a single barrel.
Nice.
They're all single barrels.
All right.
Yep. So all the store picks, as far as I know, are single barrels, even the ryes. When they do the ryes, also. You want any for it? You want to try it a little bit? Here.
Yeah. You're gonna want to try this.
Do you need a new glass? Doesn't matter. Or do you have? Yeah. I don't want to give you too much.
No, don't want to get the cameraman drunk.
Yeah, you can't. So there's no wifey tonight. Usually she's like bossing me around, speeding us up.
Yeah.
Hurry up. So now Cory's not going to boss us around. He don't care what we do.
Right.
So.
The wife's gone. That's a boys' play.
Free for all. The dogs aren't here. Usually the dogs are coming out here trying to kick the camera over. They're all relaxing, chilling out, taking a nap. So. Oh wow. Okay. Now this.
There's more to it, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's definitely more to the nose on this one.
So.
Did you even nose it, Cory? You just drank it.
It's not
Okay.
So. On these ones, the one that I had, and I know we got in the same store, the same place, the same time, and mine was like a black cherry bomb, basically.
Oh, really?
Maybe not right off the bat, but after it was open and stuff, maybe a couple weeks into it. See, right now I'm getting that deeper dark brown sugars.
Yeah.
Than I was getting on the other one.
Maybe some darker fruit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And the only thing I can describe it is like it's either a plum or a dark cherry.
Yeah. My assumption is because we just opened these before we
Right.
started shooting.
And that's
so,
another thing, everybody. These we just opened these like maybe 15 minutes before we poured
Yeah.
any of them, just to try to give them a little air.
Yeah.
So they're all going to get better, probably. You know,
Oh,
knock on wood. Hopefully they get better.
Yeah, especially the older.
Yeah.
Typically, the older aged, it definitely changes its profile. Oh, man, the more I swirl this, the more flavors I'm getting.
Definitely has more of a hug to it.
Yeah, I can smell the octane.
Man, I get a lot of brown sugar and like a deep dark fruit. And
Sugar and fruit. I don't.
lot of brown sugar.
Yeah. I'm thinking it's more on lines right now to me is like plum, like a dark plum.
Yeah.
Purple, real ripe.
No, I just got some fruit right there on the back side.
Yeah. They'll sneak up on you.
Forgot to drink some water in the last one. It's
Yeah.
good.
Lyle's getting a little frisky in there. He was a little senile, so he was doing that last week too, but gives a little character to the video, right?
There's a ton of caramel and vanilla.
Let him out, Corey. You can look at it. I mean, look at the viscousness on it, if that's a word. How viscous. The oils and stuff.
Yeah.
You see
Oh,
it?
yeah. Those legs.
Yeah, the legs running down.
Yep. Ooh. I'm getting a little bit of a hug from that.
Don't let him out. Tell him lay down. Coop, go lay down, bud. Lay down. Hey, lay down. Or not. Just come walk around. Just don't kick the camera, bud.
It's growling?
Yeah, he does that. Dog. But yeah, I mean,
I thought the first one had a little more hug than this one, and it's
no, see, I think this one has a little bit more, but not much. He's fine.
No. I do know that I like this one better, personally.
Yeah.
It's just, I like, I don't know, there's just a little bit more.
There's more to it. Yeah, it's more
Yeah,
complex. Yeah,
yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
It's a good store pick.
Yeah. Like I said, everybody, it's a little bit of a free for all tonight. Lay down, Coop.
And this is, you said you got this store pick when?
Oh man, that was 2023 sometime.
yeah, that was
Okay.
really
Probably. It's been
Okay.
sitting around for a while.
Okay.
Good boy.
Mostly caramel, vanilla, and some sort of dark fruit.
Yeah. No, I'm not getting any nuts on this neither. It's crazy.
No, I didn't
Mm-hmm.
get none on that.
No, it's more the dark fruit overtook the nut, maybe.
So think about it though. Answer me this one. So you're talking 30, 37.
Yeah.
And this one
So
here,
much.
you're talking 70, like 60. I think we paid, at that time they were 67.
Yeah.
Now they're like 76, I think. I think they went up $10 more for a store pick.
It's definitely better, but I don't know. Like,
I don't think it's that
double
much
the
better.
price better.
Not when you can get that in 100 proof and
Yeah.
for less than 40.
Yeah. Yeah.
But all in all, I like 120 is a little bit better than 100.
Oh, yeah.
So
For sure.
Yeah.
I guess it all depends on what you're after.
yeah,
If you're after just an everyday drinker, something that's not super expensive, but is smooth, tastes good.
what you gotta
100%
have, right? Everybody, you
Yes.
gotta have them. You
Well,
can't just drink, George T. Stagg all day, right?
No.
Or
But you can drink it sometimes.
Knob Creek 18.
It'd be nice if you
Right.
could, though.
Yeah.
Russell's 15, or
Right.
you know
Right.
where I'm going with that. But
Right. But yeah, the 9-year is definitely a good everyday drinker. This is more my style.
Yeah.
And I like the
I agree
flavors
with
of
that,
it.
for sure.
100%. I would pay the extra money personally, just because I'm
Yeah.
I prefer just to sip it neat compared to
Oh,
maybe like
absolutely.
an old fashioned or something like that.
Yeah.
With it, so
Even if you wanted to put like it on a big sphere or something like that,
yeah,
big ice in it, you probably want to take the ice out halfway through. You know what I mean? Because it probably get too
right.
diluted for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of vanilla though, like on the nose for sure.
I don't know. I'm pretty impressed with old Knob Creek so far.
Yeah.
It's not bad. They do a good job there at over at that bean factory.
Hey, they don't do a half bad job for sure. They don't.
No, compared to what I started with in my youth with just regular Jim Beam to what they've going into now,
Yeah.
that can be the start of my infinity.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you want to do. So we'll move on to the 12-year now. We're going back down a little bit in proof, right? But
Yeah.
a little older.
So I've had this one before.
Yeah, I've had this before. I don't know how consistent these batches are.
Right.
It's been a year since I had it. But
And you said that one's a single barrel as well?
no, this is just part of their
It's a small batch.
small batch, yeah,
Okay.
series, yeah.
Okay.
But
It's been a minute since I've had it, but I remember liking the 12-year.
more? You good with that?
That's fine. We've got lots of stuff to do.
Corey, you want to try this? Or you good?
Yeah, I'll try it. Thank you.
You make it over here?
There you go, bud. Thanks for helping. I appreciate the hell out of it. Like I said, my wife abandoned me tonight, so. So what do you got on this one so far? Did anybody even smell it yet?
Just got my first sniff, and all I know is I like it.
You know,
I gotta kind of try to pick out the pieces.
right away I can smell. I can get some oak on the nose for sure.
A little bit older.
Yep.
Pulls out a little bit more of that barrel. I like a little bit of oak as long as it's not too much oak.
Right.
As long as there's enough complexity to go along with it of the others,
Yeah.
your deep sugars and your
Yeah.
your caramels or your fruits or whatever. I don't mind it. They can poke the shit out of it, but
Yeah.
if you don't,
I started as a Scotch drinker.
yeah,
Kind
no,
of
I'm not a big
transitioned
Scotch guy.
into this. Love my Scotch. Love the smoke and the peat and the oak. And then I tried
Yeah, I remember that.
some bourbon, and I've slowly tried more and just full on transition.
Yeah, you get tired of the
It's just-
Band-Aid.
There's so much more in a bourbon and a
Yeah.
rye than what there is.
There is.
Just that the peat in the Scotch just is there, present all the time. But there are some
A lot of the what is it,
really
malt?
good
like malt.
Scotches.
A
There
little
is
malty.
some in that, but the older age. The nice thing with Scotch is it's colder in Scotland, so they can age it longer, and
Right.
it's not pulling in all that
That's
oak.
that's where they get into
And
the
you
20s
get
and
like
30s.
a 20, 25, 30-year-old Scotch, and it's you would love it. I guarantee some of the Scotches I have and still have.
I would probably like some of them. I just when people tell me about the whole iodine and the Band-Aid taste and shit like that,
I
just
don't
doesn't.
know anything about that.
You know, nothing.
No,
Okay.
but I know they got peat in it, which has a smoke. But
I got one bottle of Scotch at home. I just found it today.
Do you?
Yep.
So on the nose, like I said, I'm getting a lot of oak on this one. Not a lot, but some oak.
a lot of caramel.
Yeah.
Definitely caramel. The brown sugar to me is a little faded out. Now I don't know if it's because the other one was a little bit higher proof, and you just get a little bit more off the
Yeah.
nose. But I'm excited to
Just
try and
almost
see.
it smells no your proof, but just smoother.
Yeah.
That's like
Very,
easy.
very, very good.
The nice thing with bourbons in Kentucky, in the heat there, and the way they do with the barrels, that 12-year is usually pretty close to the sweet spot
8 to 12s.
in a lot.
Yeah. So I definitely I'm getting a lot of, not a lot, but I'm getting, I guess, enough oak on this to know that it's a 12-year. And everything else is following right along with it, though. You got the caramels, you got the vanillas. Fruit-wise, I mean,
I'm not getting no fruit in this one.
yeah, it's faded out a little bit. For
Yeah.
you?
A little bit, but it's not as prevalent as the barrel pick or the store pick. But it's there.
Yeah.
But this is
No nuttiness in this, though.
each one for me. I thought the store pick was my favorite, and then I thought the 9-year was good. Now this is my favorite. And it just
Yeah. Well, hopefully it keeps
I think
going
it's getting
like that. Yeah.
it's weird how it does.
So let Cory alone. Did you get any 12-year Cory?
Not yet. No, I don't think.
Yeah. I thought he
Did I get
Is
it?
that the third one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
Okay, you got that one?
Sorry.
It's just caramel,
Yeah.
vanilla.
The
Yeah.
nose is getting better and better right now.
Yes.
This one here is so smooth.
Yes.
It is good.
God,
Right.
it's so smooth.
I don't remember the 12-year being that good last time we had it. And he has the same batch I got and hasn't opened it yet. So I'm just wondering how consistent the
I don't know.
older
I don't
batches
know
are.
what year my 12 years from that I have back home, but I know it's good. I know it. I know it. I like it a lot, but I just other than that, it's been months since I've tried it.
Okay. I definitely just got some nuts, like a roasted nut on the back end of that.
Let's see about that. I don't see nothing rolling
Back in
around.
my tongue.
Yeah, I'm getting all 4 of those.
Unless,
the vanilla, the fruit nut, and it's there in the palate.
Maybe the oaks persuading me.
It
I
could
think
be.
it's.
Definitely got the oak
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
I
I
as
can
long
taste the oak.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
think I
it's
prefer
definitely.
the
And
oak,
vanilla.
as long as it's not too overpowering.
Yeah, it's so good. This is so good. I mean, I think it's. I know you just said it, but I'm almost positive it's my favorite.
So what's the price with that one?
That's the same as the store pick. It's like a 67. 67.
So if you had your if they're both sitting there in front of you, same price.
Now that I tasted it again, I had it again.
Yeah.
And now when it was just opened and it can get a lot better than what it is now, I would say I would pick that 12 all day long.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
Definitely get better.
Because I think, like I said, when we bought that one, it was 67, but I think they're up around 76 now for the store picks.
I've heard such good things with store picks. Maybe some are just because
Depends
they're all
on who does them,
different.
right?
Right.
Everybody's flavor palette's different, so it just
Yeah.
depends.
I'm getting some of that nut on the backside.
Yeah. The more you drink of it, the more you get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just got a store pick today. Picked one up.
Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you get? Maker's Mark.
Maker's Mark. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it part of
Alright.
the wood finish series or what is it? You know? You don't think?
I don't think so. No.
No.
No. It's 118, 108, either 108 or 118.
Theirs
I
are
think
usually
they're
lower.
around
108, 109,
Oh, they are?
110. Yeah. I think their
That
best
was-
strength's 111.
They had that marked
Okay.
I think.
70
It
And
just
111.
depends on what it goes in.
$72. I think that was 72.
Yeah. Yeah. Maker's Mark are good. I like the knob.
So
The
let's move on
46, I'm not crazy about the 46.
to the Holy Grail. How about that?
Yeah. I can nose this for a while.
You can nose it all you want, but you're gonna want to try some of this stuff here.
I'll sit that there.
So this is why we did the show. The 18 year that we just picked up. This is why we did the whole series. Basically, we're missing one. I apologize. We're missing the 15-year. You can't have
I don't
everything.
even get that anymore, right?
I don't
They
know.
switched to,
I don't know. You
it was
can
like
get it.
maybe a few years ago.
You can get it, but I mean,
Now it's mostly 18 if you can find it. If you're looking for older age, non
yeah. And I even seen like in New York, they're selling last year's cheaper to get rid of that before they sell this one.
Oh.
Yeah. So this is
And who knows? The 15 may be better than
obviously limited edition.
Right.
They're doing it every year now, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
This with
Yep.
the last
batch 2.
Yeah, this is batch 3, so this is this year's. So we're gonna check it out and see what the hell we think of it. I hope we're not disappointed.
Me too.
From what I understand,
I don't think you're going to be disappointed. Knob Creek.
All I remember from batch 2 is the first pour.
Well, it's dark, isn't
And
it?
it got a nice color to it, yeah.
Very oaky and leathery. And then I went back to it a month later, and the bottle had smoothed out. I mean, it still had that oak presence to it, but it wasn't.
What definitely changes once you open it up.
Get some into it, yeah. Yep.
We can always drink more. This one, get her out there for everybody. But yeah, 18 years, 100 proofer, and it's the KC003 batch.
So is this Knob Creek's oldest aged that they put out?
To date, as far as I know, yeah.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Wild Turkey, Jim Beam itself. I don't know if there's anything.
That's older. I don't think. Not that I can think
I
of.
don't think so. No, I mean you know your Booker's. Now it's mostly a 7-year.
Right.
But when it first came out, it was a 6-year.
Right. Although some of the chapter books have some, especially
They'll have some older stuff in it.
And I've heard, I think that the newer Infinity has, I thought I heard upwards to like 20.
Yeah. So that Infinity, that's what they're. Yeah, I would agree with some of. It's definitely probably some of their older shit in there.
Right.
And then
But you always have to put whatever the youngest whiskey is the age statement if you're going to age state something.
That's absolutely correct. Yep. Which throws, just like your Bookers and stuff. It's some of that's older, and then they put some 7-year.
Put the younger in.
And then the Bakers,
Right.
So I haven't even nosed it. I haven't done nothing
This
yet.
has a
It's
beautiful color, this one. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's dark. Real dark.
I think the oak kind of coming through.
My Lord. If this tastes like it smells.
Ooh, it smells sweet.
It
got
smells
a
Sweet.
Dude,
a lot of
it
fruity.
like throws
fruit
me
to
into
it.
double oak almost
Tastes
right off the bat.
You think so?
Yeah, am I right?
I'm,
Fruit, yeah.
I'm smelling the fruit. Like,
That's what.
Fruity, then some oak.
yeah.
You're right on it, bud. That's what they say. It's a real deep dark fruit and dark brown
I'm getting
sugars.
some lighter fruits too. Maybe not like cherry, but more like maybe.
I'm gonna take a little
raspberry or
taste. Here we go.
blackberry.
This is why we did the show.
Great nose. Great taste. Oh my God.
I'm not disappointed.
Nice.
Great color.
It's very good.
I'm
not
excited.
disappointed. I mean, do I think any bottle of bourbon's worth $180? No, I don't think that. But in theory, it is. But do I like paying that much for it? No, I do not. Man, so I got. That just blew my mind. I got
That is
fruit, vanilla, brown sugar, oak,
That's excellent.
caramel.
I'm so upset.
Are you?
I cannot believe the difference in taste between that batch 3 and the batch 2 that I have.
And that's what everybody says. They said this one
It is
way better.
night and day,
Wow.
almost.
So how
Like
good is this going to get, do you think?
It should mellow out and possibly bring out more flavors. Like that batch 2 was so oaky and leathery. Like it was just so overpowering,
Oh, yeah.
especially at the beginning of it.
That's what a lot of people were like. As soon as I got it, I'm like,
And honestly, I'm not buying any more Knob Creek 18. After I had that, I'm like, I'll drink this, it's fine, but I'm done after that. Because there's so much other stuff out there. But this batch 3 has changed my mind.
Yeah, it's
Good job, Jim Beam.
yeah, great job.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know what you're doing, right?
Yep.
Johnny Moore, you need to try this, by the way.
Didn't he get none when he home?
And I've been skipping this at home, like I've
So
seen
to-
it in the stores, and I just skip it.
So, does that taste a little hotter than 100 to you? To me, it's up around, I think, kind of like 107-ish almost.
It could be. Not
It's
much,
tasting to me.
but maybe.
I'm gonna clean my palate.
It's just I'm getting so much more fruit on the nose. And the more this even sits in the glass, the more.
And the oak, this is going right to what I was trying to explain, how I like bourbons, old bourbons. I like everything else to complement the oak, and I think it does it to its fullest potential for sure. And I'm not just saying that because I wasted my money on it. I'm saying that because I really believe that. I think it's far and away, up here compared to
Oh yeah,
the rest
for
of it.
sure. The batch 3, 100%.
I've never had any other one besides that. So
there is.
you said yours got better though, right?
It did, but it still doesn't have these fruits
No.
in it. Nope. It's smoother.
Hmm.
It's more just it mellowed out, I guess, but it doesn't smell or taste like this.
So I could say either a cherry, like a dark cherry, or a plum also.
It's
Stone fruit of some sort.
close to reminding me of some of the older Buffalo Trace. Some of the older Buffalo Trace brings out. They're known to bring out their fruits.
Are we talking like the stags and the
For
the
me,
Weller and
some Weller, Pappy, Stags all bring out in the Woodward Weller. All bring out some cherries and fruits. This is. Not far off.
is it hot?
Make me sweat, yeah.
Yeah, it's this one is really good though.
Oh
My
my God,
goodness.
yeah, it's so good. The more I drink bourbon, the more I like bourbon. I mean, there was some when I first started. Some of it I didn't really even care for. I thought, oh my God, it just burns all the way down through, and the more you drink, it's just like wine. They say the more wine you drink, the drier you want it.
Yeah.
And I don't like totally dry, but I like a dry wine.
Yeah.
And this is bourbon. I'll tell you, it just gets better the more you drink.
The more you drink, and like I said, like we talked, you gotta do it side by side. If you really want to know what's going on,
Right.
you really got to do them side by side.
Right.
I mean, you might feel like you're a drunk, you know what I mean? Like, drink this one, drink this one, but if you want to be able to tell the difference between things, you have to do it side by side.
I've had plenty of whiskeys that I thought were great, and then I tried it besides something else.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, is it that great?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not buying that. I'm like, it's good,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not buying another bottle of it. This is great.
Yeah.
I've done it numerous times.
And your brain works. Someone's like, "Oh my God, this is the best thing ever."
Yeah.
And you go, "You're like, oh man, that thing's great." And you put it beside one of your favorites, and you're like,
Right.
Will they let you try different bottles of stuff out there?
Yeah, did they do? No.
Well, you can if you run into like a Total
Tennessee
Wine.
and Kentucky.
Okay. So you guys have Total Wines.
We do.
Okay.
We had them in Florida as well. And Total Wines are
I think
enormous.
Tennessee and Kentucky, I think you can try different bourbons and stuff.
Okay. There is one
Some states,
smaller store that they do have whiskey tasting, but it's a hike for me to get there. And that's a problem with Colorado. It's so spread out there.
You guys want to close this show and
Sure.
just go about our business for the rest of the night?
All right. Yeah. I mean,
So,
how long is it?
It's been a long time. It's probably been over 30 minutes. I would
All
say.
right.
We probably.
You're at 40.
But
Nice.
what we were doing here, guys, we were trying to accomplish to see what we thought about the 18-year. Was it worth $180? Was it a wash? Did I mess up? I didn't mess up.
No.
It's phenomenal. I mean, way
100%.
different than other stuff that I've had. I mean, I like other stuff, but I like this just as well as I do any other thing I've ever owned or tried. Or it's up there.
Yeah,
And
it
I
is.
think
It's
we'll
good.
find out tonight if it stands up against some other really big heavy hitters too.
Oh yeah, yes sir.
And we'll reveal them on our next show. So I appreciate you being here, man.
Cheers.
Cory, appreciate the help.
Big George. Cory.
Both these guys here, Cory and Roy, we've been friends forever and ever. We've done lots of things that we probably shouldn't tell anybody. So,
Yep, we don't need to talk about it.
but anyways,
don't need to reveal that.
yeah, we appreciate everybody watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like button. You have anything to close out?
I don't. Thank you very much.
You?
No, just
All right,
night,
everybody
everybody.
have a great night, and God bless.